There was a time in my life where I felt so alone. There was a time in my life where I felt literally alone. You know, you feel like you are abandoned. Nobody's there for you. Nobody's there for you. You are just alone. It's just you. And this is not the moment where I felt emotionally alone, but this was the moment where I felt physically. It's like you are there, man, just on your own. Nobody's there. Nobody's texting you. You don't get no calls if you don't do the calls. And after that, just in the there comes the silence. And the hardest part wasn't always the problem. Sometimes it was the silence after the problem. You get out, something would come out, like something that I had to deal with. Then I would actually, it's like you worry about after you fix the whole shit, or after something like that happens, you got nobody to share this thing with. You got nobody to tell. It's just you, man. You look around, it's just you. You got no backup. You got nobody to say anything, to share ideas, to give whatever, to give opinions, to give nothing. It's just you. Trust me, man. This was the period where I got to learn so much about myself. Things that I actually thought I wouldn't get to know. Things that I thought when I had people or when I was around people, I didn't need to find out. I didn't need to know. But when I went through this phase, I got to uncover so much of myself. During this phase, it made me quiet. It made me say less to people, because in the end, these people wouldn't even understand what you're going through. It made me distance myself from groups, discussions, whatever. It made me feel like, let me just be quiet. Let me not say nothing, because in the end, you are not also on your own. You are not willing to share what you're going through, because this is the part that you protect so much. You don't want. If you have experienced this, you would know that when you are going through something, when you are alone, and you got stuff going on, you don't want nobody to touch this part. This is your core. This is the part that you don't want nobody to play with. So you don't share. And by not sharing, that means you don't discuss, you don't engage with people, because the moment you start engaging with people, you feel like they might notice what you're going through. So you limit, you withdraw yourself from these groups, and then you are out there, right? You are interacting with people here and there. You are walking around, you see people, you see people being there, stuff like that. And then this comes the evening where you gotta go to your place, go to your room. You enter the room, you realize everything is just there waiting for you. You still have to think about your life. You still have to face everything alone. It's like during the day, probably you were getting distracted because you could see, you could see this, you could see that. You just keep in between your thoughts. You're like, think about this. But the moment you get to your place, everything is there waiting for you. The silence gets louder. It's like, it's too much silence here. Your thoughts are not going on, but they're just there. They're just waiting for you, man. This phase was the most difficult phase. Let me just say that one of the most difficult phases I've ever gone through in my life. These nights, you have no distractions. You got nothing to distract you from thinking. It's just you. You have to think. You got nobody to tell you, oh no, you know what? No. You got no conversation. You cannot make no conversation with nobody. It's just you and your thoughts. And these thoughts, you will have to think. These are the things that you need to think about. You cannot escape from these things. You keep wondering, when will it change? When will life get better? Yeah. And this is the part where you start asking the why questions. Why am I going through this? Why is it me? Why? How do I deserve this? Like, what did I do to deserve this kind of life? And mind you, these questions are selfish, because like, who else was supposed to go through this? But if you have experienced this, if you have been in a situation where you felt alone, where you felt abandoned, these are questions that you might have asked yourself. Because I have asked myself these questions, man. I have. Because I'm talking from a personal experience here. These are things that I was asking myself, like, why am I going through this? And at the same time, I'm asking, will it get better? Because each day that comes, the problems get it's like everything just get worse, because there's that time where you read motivations and they say, things get better with time, but during this phase, sometimes it felt like, will it even get better? Because like every day you wake up, things are just worse. Problems are just multiplying. And nobody's there. Nobody texts, nobody calls, nobody reaches out, nobody cares, no notice. Nobody. You're literally just on your own, People saw me. People couldn't really see what I was going through. You would walk out there, and this is one thing, I'm gonna tell you, this is something that I was very good at. I never wanted to show my problems. I never wanted to show my problems because I didn't want people pitying. People saying things like, you get back. I didn't want that. So I would walk out there, pretend everything is alright. Not fake a life, but pretend that I was alright, like I was good, I was just being them, and I wouldn't want to hear nobody or to let anybody closer my core. That is one thing that I was really good at. So people saw you, people saw me, but then they couldn't see what I was going. They couldn't touch the core. People couldn't realize that no, actually this person is carrying a heavy load. If you are going through this, if you're in these situations, trust me, you know how it feels. You wouldn't want nobody to know about your problems. So you rather just pack everything inside there, go home and face everything on your own. So this was me. That was me. But all in all, when I was going through these changes, you losing yourself, you decide to get out of your place. I'll get out of my room, take long walks. I don't know where I was going. I don't know where I'm going. Like, I'm just gonna walk. I don't care where I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna walk. I'll just walk, take long walks. I have so many questions. You are just confused. You are just in a place where you are questioning why are people not there, but at the same time, you gotta know that life gotta go on, and you need to make better out of the situation. So it's like you wonder, why is this person not reaching out? Why is my friend? Why are these people not here? Now, when you're asking yourself these questions, this is the moment that you can actually lose yourself, because no matter how many times you're going to ask yourself these questions, people won't reach out. That's one thing I learned. People won't reach out. They never will. It's like you want to blame everything out there but yourself, because you want to make yourself feel better. You want to be like, you know what? I'm going through this because this place is not there. But trust me, man, it's just gonna be the same thoughts over and over again. You will keep losing yourself over and over again. I can tell someone right now that this was one of my best phases that I've actually gone through, and I really thank what led to that part, to that whole situation in my life, because these are the lessons that I learned when I was alone. This is the most important one. It taught me resilience. It taught me that I can fall down, but I'm gonna get up, dust off everything, and go about my life again, recover. No matter how many times you're gonna fall in your life, that's one thing it taught me. It taught me, I'm gonna go to my room, think about my life, get up tomorrow, go out there and do the same thing, but better, over and over again, till I get it right. Because before all that, you'll be wondering, you're alone, is life gonna get better? But later on, something starts to grow inside you. You start to take responsibility. You start to feel like, what, the one who's responsible for this change. You start to redirect your life, your thoughts. You start to take some lessons, and you start to put everything to effect. You start to work. You start to become. You start to grow. So it taught me resilience. It taught me, I fell down, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna be okay. The other thing is that, and I want you to know this, if you are listening to this, don't take genuine people for granted. Those people that you tell, this guy is real, this friend of mine is real, don't take those people for granted. Don't make a mistake, because those people are not always going to be there. Don't make that mistake to take good people. How much you are worth in life doesn't matter. And you know, you don't need so many people in your corner to actually feel like you're doing the right thing or to need growth. You don't need so much. You don't need so many people to grow in life. All you need is yourself. It leads me to another lesson. It taught me independence. And in my situation, I had to be independent because I just had to. It's like you are alone, you are going through things, and you just have to be independent. You just gotta take decisions. You gotta make moves. You gotta get up there and go look out for yourself. You are your own backup. Because in this situation, you are your own backup. No matter how much you got blame inside of you, no matter how many people that you wanna blame, it's you who's going to get up there and make the change that you want to see. So it taught me how to be independent, how to man up, how to face things and make things right. You sit by yourself. It taught me how to sit by myself. You know what? I don't need nobody. I'm gonna sit on this step. I'm gonna sit on this chair, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be on my own, and I'm alright. I'm okay. I'm actually okay. I'm gonna do this on my own. I'm good. All the time it felt right. It felt like in the end I'm all I got. So I don't need nobody to be here. I'm okay. I'm gonna face this. I'm gonna do this. So if you are sitting there and you're feeling like you're alone, you wonder nobody's reaching out, nobody's calling, nobody's texting, in the end you're not always gonna be alone. Trust me, that's one thing that I did. You're not always gonna be alone, but it can actually be the best season because you are going to learn a lot of things that you never knew about yourself. And I'm talking about this because I've been there. I went through that. I know what I'm doing. And up until now, I'm still uncovering a lot of things about myself. Not to come here and say that I've uncovered almost everything. No, I'm still learning. But all I'm just gonna tell you that I've been through that situation where you feel like you're alone and you are lost, and you know. But trust me, you will be okay. You don't need all that. You're gonna be okay.